Okay, this is a quick video. I'm going to show you how to relink your submenus. If for some reason your submenus have they're not going to the sources they're supposed to be. So if you push on show or on HBO and it doesn't go to HBO, it goes to like Netflix, or it goes to the wrong link and it's not specific HBO shows. This is how you relink them. And the reason, let me explain this quick. The reason why they became unlinked is because Exodus had like a huge overhaul update, and the developer changed a few paths of where the links go to. Okay, so when I put them on here, they were specific to a certain spot, and now they're moved a little bit. So it's a pretty easy fix. I'll walk through it with you. The video may be a little bit long for you, but if this is no problem for you and you just don't, you know how to just go to Exodus and find your show, it's no problem. You don't have to change it. It's just something to make it a little bit more convenient. So if you want to just go to Exodus and watch your show, you just go to Exodus, TV shows, networks, and then find the network that you want to watch. So you don't have to have the submenu, but if you do, you want the convenience of it all, I'll show you how to do that. All right, so if for some reason, and you should check, because some boxes nothing happened and there is no change, or you have an updated box, a newer box that I have already fixed, and this won't be a problem. But if for some reason these links are not going specifically to, if you click on HBO and it's not going to HBO or Showtime or Stars, then this is how you do it. Okay, so you go to the main page and you click on Exodus. You just do the same path that we just did. So TV shows, networks, and then I'm going to find the links that I want. So I'm just going to do two just to show you how to do it. So we're going to link Showtime and HBO. There's HBO. All right, so there's HBO. So once you get on HBO, you highlight it and you push your menu button. The menu button is if you're looking at your remote, there's the OK button, and around that are the directionals, and then there's 4 buttons on the outside of the directionals. The bottom left-hand corner is your menu button. It looks like 3 lines. So you push that while you have HBO highlighted, push the menu button, and a submenu comes up like that. So you push Add to Favorites, just like that. Once it goes away, it's in there. Now I'm going to go down to Showtime. And I'm going to push the menu button, 3 lines, and that submenu is coming up. I'm going to say Add to Favorites, just like that. Okay, so you go through, and like on that submenu there was Netflix, Showtime, Cinemax, MTV. You go through all of them like that, do the exact same thing, Add to Favorites, and then you're done. And then you go out. You're done with that part. You go out to the main menu, like that, and then you're going to go over to System. Once you're in System, you're going to go down to the submenu here, and you're going to push Hybrid. All right, now these are all your settings. It's going to start up at the top here. So you move your remote down to submenu, because that's what we're working on. Now these are all the background of how I don't know if anybody's ever gone through all this stuff, but this is basically all your settings and how everything works. So you go to submenu and you push over to the right on your remote, and it usually starts up top, and you would scroll down to TV shows submenu. So there's Netflix, there's HBO. Now it's gonna say whatever is on the page right now. So you would push all of them, but I'm just gonna do the 2, HBO and Showtime. But if all of your links are not connected, then you go through and you put each one in favorites, and then you come here and you change each one. So I'm going to go to HBO. I click my OK button, and then I'm going to go down this menu here, and I'm going to find Selected Favorites right there. Now there's another favorites that says Favorites Home Window. You don't want that one. You want Selected Favorites. It's basically you're pulling from those favorites that you just towed to those links that you told to go into your favorite folder. So I'm going to push Selected Favorites, and then I'm going to find HBO. There's HBO. Now I like everything in caps, so what you could do is go through, it is in caps, but you could go through and write HBO. You can write whatever you want to write. I mean, if you want a different submenu in there besides HBO, you want Lifetime or Sci-Fi Station or whatever, you can change it. You just have to write what it is in there, in the box up there. And you can use your remote to do it that way, or if you have a keyboard, you can write it in there. I'm going to put done because it's in capitals the way I like it, and I'm push done. All right, now I'm going to go to Showtime. There's Showtime, selected favorites I'm going to pick, and then I'm going to find Showtime in the list. And there's Showtime. Default, that comes out lowercase, so I'm going to change it on my keyboard just so it's all uppercase and it looks uniform. Oops. Like that. And then I'm going to push done. Alright, so you would go through each one of these, Netflix, Stars, Cinemax, you put them all in your favorites, go through the list, find it in there, put them in here, and then you're going to exit out. Now, I'm going to go back over to TV. Now all these links down here, they all should be linked and going to the right path, so when you click on them, they go exactly to where the list of networks are, okay? So if I push HBO, it's going to have all my HBO shows, and it does. See that? Now if I push on Showtime, it's going to have all my shows in Showtime. And there you go. All right? So all those, you do that with all of them, okay? And like I said, if you want to change something, all you have to do, if you want to change Cinemax to Lifetime, okay? All you would do is go into Exodus, find Lifetime, put it into your favorites, and then go to the hybrid, the system hybrid, and then once you got down to Cinemax, you click on that and push selected favorites, find what you want to put in, and if it's Lifetime, you click Lifetime and then type in Lifetime, and that Cinemax would now say Lifetime if you wanted to change it, and it would link right to the Lifetime station instead of Cinemax. So that's how you change the submenus and get it to go to where you want it to go. So if there's a station or whatever, you can change these to all the stations that you watch, all the programs that you watch if you want to. All right? But that's how you do it. Now, here's the most important part of the whole thing. After you do all this, you have to go down to this bottom part, and this highlighted, let's see if you can see my finger, this right here, the power button. So the one looks like a disc and one looks like the power button. On that power button, you have to go there and push OK. And what this does is it resets the box, but it resets any changes you made. So if you unplug it or turn the box off by the red button on the remote, all those changes you just made won't get saved. So you have to go to this power button in the bottom right hand corner and push OK. That exit button comes up, and then you push OK again. And then it takes a while because it's changing all the settings for you, and then it's going to go off. Once it goes off, well, wait a second. Just have a little patience. Once it goes off, it's going to go to your Android page. And once you're there, you go over to your box and you unplug it. Do a count of 10 seconds and then plug it back in. Now you're going to let the box boot back up. You're going to go back into your Kodi program. And you're going to check to make sure your changes stuck. If for some reason they didn't, you may have to do that whole process all over again. But as long as you push that power button in the bottom right hand corner once, exit sign comes up, push the exit sign once, wait for it to turn off, you should be good. Alright, so, and a couple other things, or one other thing. See how the time is wrong? It says January. Sometimes you can just go over to settings, click that once, and then go back. And then it changes. It actually changed before I got there, but that's a quick way to get it to change the time. So I'm going to go back into my Cody program. Sorry, I was trying to keep the time down. It's going to end up being about 12 minutes. Okay. Now wait for, you always want to check, make sure your time is right on the bottom right hand corner, and make sure that cloud doesn't have a line through it. And then it says it says, you know, Syracuse and the weather. Once the line goes away, we can check everything. Okay. Now, I'm going to check to make sure everything's stayed. HBO. And there's all my HBO shows. And then, Showtime. And there's all my Showtime shows. All right? And that's how you relink your submenus. I hope that helped. Thanks.